after a quick diversion into a rainedout Champions Trophy, a thoroughly unpleasant pay dispute and a hard-fought test series in Bangladesh, Australia finally resumed the tour of India that began way back in, let's say, March. Here are the ratings for the first ODI between India and Australia. Confidence tricks Grade B in a starkless, marshless, swepsonless squad. Australia recalled Nathan Mitchell-Coulter to fill the vital role of Team Mitch for this first game. He almost immediately made his presence felt as he mixed wicket-taking balls with free hits like some kind of side street three-card Monte Con artist. Ajinkya Rahane was Coulter's first mark. Follow the free hit, he urged Rahane, as he flipped between deliveries in a blur of hand movement, front foot shenanigans, and snappy patter. And while he allowed Rahane one free hit as a taster, the next ball to him saw the Patsy opener edge behind to Matthew Wade. Further, a procession of Indian dupes came and went to Coulter's scam bowling. Virat Kohli tried to get off the mark by cutting a ball over Glenn Maxwell, who instead effortlessly plucked it out of the sky with one hand. It was a good catch, I suppose, but Maxwell did awkwardly lose his towel in the process. Also, for maximum comedy impact, he should probably have clutched his shoulder at the end of it. Otherwise, fine stuff from Maxwell, a quality shill if ever I've seen one. And then Wade took another catch behind to remove Manish Pandey, also for a duck, leaving India in tatters at 311. So implausible was this short con and its reliance on Wade cleanly gloving a catch that the on-field umpires sent it upstairs for the third umpire to verify. Nathan Coulter now had India suffering from an anagrammatic case of lethal con art ennui. Hardik Pandya Grade A, but India didn't panic after this poor start. Indeed, they did the very opposite of panicking after their poor start. They coolly worked their way to a strong finish. Chief among the contributors to the strong finish was Hardik Pandya, who joined MS Dhoni with the score at 587 in the 2-second over and proceeded to blast 83 from 66 deliveries. At one point he hit Adam Zampa for 3 consecutive sixes. But the Australian spinner had the last laugh in their confrontation when Pandya was caught off his bowling by Faulkner while trying to hit yet another 6. Great stuff from Zampa to lure Pandya into a full stroke via the simple tactic of allowing him to play a match-winning innings. Quality mind games. MS Dhoni Grade C with Pandya gone. It was left to Dhoni to finish the innings off for India. And he just about did so, as he smashed James Faulkner all around the ground on his way to 79 from 88 balls. You know, I'm so old, I remember when Faulkner used to be thought of as a handy ODI cricketer. But Dhoni made him look inept here. Or did he? Because just as with Zampa and Pandya, it was Faulkner who eventually took Dhoni's wicket when the Indian keeper carelessly threw his wicket away with 2 balls remaining in the innings. Oh, sure, some will say that Australia should have stuck to taking cheap wickets like they did early in the innings. But modern teams can't afford to be so one-dimensional. Not these days. Australia's Adam Zampa in action. EAP Imogen Putt John Coupland Tactics Grade B. India finished their innings on 7,281, a daunting total, but not an impossible one. But India had one more brilliant tactic up their sleeve. Realizing that Australia are far better 50-over side than a T21, they simply summoned enough rain in the innings break to convert the match into Australia's least preferred format. They were subtle about it, reducing Australia's run chase to 21 overs, rather than the obvious 20-over total. But it didn't fool astute cricket observers. Hopefully, in the innings break of the next ODI, India can find a way to somehow convert that match to Australia's other lowly ranked cricketing format, a test match. Stern Grade F. The other advantage, from an Indian perspective, to having a lengthy rain delay in the innings break was that it forced all but the hardiest Australian viewers to bed before the team had a chance to bat. Fans can just about survive one god-awful innings break show of Alan Border playing golf and talking about how he once swore at Craig McDermott for requesting a change of ends. But when it's an endless parade of such programming, the lure of Morpheus becomes difficult to resist. Morpheus being, of course, a tough wicketkeeper batsman of the ancient Greek mythology 11. Please, Fox Sports, for the love of all that's holy, just play highlights of classic games in the innings breaks. Is that so hard anyway? While Australia slept, Duckworth, Lewis and Stern stepped in and suggested Australia needed 164 from the 21 overs, a target they fell well short of, despite Maxwell smacking 39 from 18 balls. Personally, I blame Stern. Australia's chases in rain-reduced matches feel like they've gone off the rails ever since he pushed his way into the algorithm like some kind of mathematical Johnny come lately.